Hey guys, it's me, Sonya of Sonya W Coaching, and I just wanted to come in here real quick and talk about how to end right. Now we're coming up on the end of this month of steady focus, and I wanted to come in and kind of close this chapter. I'm being a little, you'll figure it out in a couple of seconds, and get ready for the new year as we go into this last month of the year. And but before I do that, let me introduce myself. Hey guys, my name is Sonya of Sonya W Coaching, where we help overwhelmed, multi-passionate women learn how to acknowledge, execute, and win their dreams. We're all about making sure that dreams meet reality here at Sonya W Coaching. So a few weeks ago, I had talked about starting right? How to actually start something right, start your new year right. Well, you got to end right as well. And I was reminded of this verse as I was thinking about this video, and I think it's the perfect verse for this. Now, I want to read it, and I'm going to read it exactly because it's over here. And it's Philippians 3:13 and 14. And it says, "Brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken hold of it, but one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on toward the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Christ." I love that. In verse 13 again, it says, forgetting what is behind. To end right, we got to close the chapter. We have to close the chapter on whatever it is so that we can go into the next thing with our hearts and minds ready. It's so funny. I actually read a devotional a few weeks ago where it said that sometimes we live in our experiences instead of expectation. And I find that so true, that sometimes we allow our experience to dictate where we're going and what we're going to do instead of looking to our expectations. And that's why closing chapters in our life is so important. I love this verse because it tells us exactly what to do. It is forgetting what is behind and then straining forward for what is to come. How do we forget what's behind? We got to actually acknowledge it. Take a little bit of time to really think through, well, what actually happened? Think about the good and the bad things that happened. And celebrate or mourn those things. Celebrate or mourn, whatever is appropriate. And then take the next step. Close the door. Yeah, close the door on it. Close the door on this thing that has you thinking behind instead of forward. Take the notes that you need to take, the lessons that you've learned, take those things and apply it to your future. But don't allow those experiences to stop you from going forward, to stunt where you're gonna go. I think that's so key and so important. And me, I still struggle with that, but I know that it's so important to do. So let us do this right. As we end out this month, let us begin to figure out, how do we close the door on those things? Take this next month that's coming and really think about what to do. How are you gonna do it? How are we gonna close this door? Because as you close the door, you are going to see opportunity where you couldn't see it, because you were thinking about behind you. You were thinking about what was past. Okay? So let's take this time to end things right. Close those doors so that we can push forward and so we can strain toward the things that we've been called to do. All right, guys? Now, if this is more of what you'd like, go ahead and comment below, like the video, ask me questions, do what you got to do. But the ultimate win for me is if you subscribe. Subscribe so I know it's real. Have an awesome day wherever you are.